I'm a scrawny 5 feet 8 inches guy who used to bully the muscular jock in our dorm. After I stopped harassing him, Ethan kissed me out of nowhere. Why aren't you letting me wash your cute little socks today, wifey? I warmed up the bed. Wanna cuddle with me again tonight? How come you're not putting your soft feet on my chest anymore? No more kneading? What wifey? Who's kneading anything? I kicked my damp foot against Ethan's pecs, snapping, "Dry them." He froze, glaring stubbornly at my toes. "What are you staring at?" I stomped his collarbone repeatedly until his shirt soaked through. He groaned, aching, before reluctantly wiping my foot with his collar instead of a towel. Ethan became my target because this transferred roommate kept eyeing me with disgust, scanning my waist, hips, legs, even staring at my feet during laundry. I finally snapped. "Keep looking and you'll be washing these." To my shock, the 6 feet 3 inches tanned athlete actually crouched down, letting me grind my heel into his chest. Who knew he'd be this spineless? I grew bolder. When Ethan climbed into bed after dumping my foot bath water, I invaded his 5-foot-wide dorm bunk, spreading my legs to hog space. I smirked as his voice trembled. "W, why are you sleeping here?" I shoved him toward the edge. "Got a problem with that?" He stiffened while I squirmed under the covers, relishing how his face flushed crimson. Even when panting with anger, this coward didn't dare protest. "Your scratchy blanket's chafing me," I complained, yanking his arm under my neck as a pillow. The rough fabric left me sore all night, so I draped myself over him until morning. When we woke, Ethan avoided eye contact completely, no more intense stares, just panicked glances. My reign of terror had him thoroughly whipped. I started bullying him relentlessly. When he brushed his teeth, I'd shove him aside with my hip. When he showered, I'd snatch his towel claiming I needed it more. During bathroom breaks, I'd smirk and taunt, "Let's see what you've got down there." Though terrified, Ethan only dared resist when I kicked his chest daily, obediently drying each toe while his clothes got soaked from my antics. My harassment followed him everywhere. During lunch, I deliberately sat across from Ethan in the cafeteria. The food here was practically inedible. Being picky, I scowled and dumped all my fatty pork into Ethan's tray. The boy didn't dare protest, though his eyes grew suspiciously shiny. I piled cilantro onto his plate next. "Choke on it." His lashes fluttered dangerously as tears pooled. How did you know I love cilantro?" Ethan mumbled through stuffed cheeks. A girl approached asking for his number. I cut her off with a warning. "Don't bother. He's bad news." This was my second reason for tormenting him. Since transferring, Ethan's looks caused constant drama. Rumor said he led every girl on without commitment, textbook F*boy behavior. I considered my bullying public service. After rejecting the girl, I turned triumphantly. "Not getting any action today?" Ethan's tear-streaked face looked absurd. "Jealous? Jealous of what? And since when did he like cilantro?" Must have misheard. That vile weed and fatty meat? Yet Ethan shoveled them into his mouth while crying. I snapped a photo of his pathetic display for Ryan. "Ryan? Check out this loser crying while I own him daily. Total pushover." Ryan's reply exploded instantly. "Dude, WTF. His shoulders are twice yours. Those pecs could bench press your face. You kick this guy around? Why hasn't he murdered you yet?" Too scared, I texted back smugly. "Washes my socks. And feeds me. Completely trained." To prove it, I filmed myself opening my mouth. Ethan immediately placed a peeled quail egg on my tongue, fingers brushing it nervously. His entire face flushed crimson as he studied my reaction. After sending the video, Ethan whispered hesitantly, "Posting that on TikTok?" I glared. "Why would I?" He ducked his head, voice dropping. "For documenting life's beautiful moments." Beautiful my ass. The moment I posted that video of me bullying someone online, I knew I was signing up for a cyberstorm. I thought Ethan would praise me for being badass when he saw the footage. Instead, Ryan completely lost his temper. "Holy crap. Liam, are you blind? Didn't you see those veins popping on his forearm? Keep pushing and even a rabbit would bite. That's a fucking tiger you're messing with. Piss him off enough and I swear he'll spank your ass raw. He'll smack your butt till you spin like a top." Ridiculous. I glanced at my perfectly tamed tiger Ethan quietly munching cilantro leaves. The guy had switched to a vegetarian diet under my command. What threat could he possibly pose? Confidence surged through me. In making my ass sore? Please. Gym class after lunch was my personal hell. 2 laps around the track left me wheezing like an asthmatic chain smoker. Cheeks burning crimson. Feeling lightheaded, I ordered Ethan to drag me through the remaining laps. Before my fingers could brush his, gravel betrayed my footing. Ethan scooped me up mid-fall, charging toward the infirmary like a panicked linebacker. Slow down. You're jostling me, I complained, pounding his rock-solid shoulders. His voice shook. Sorry. I should have held you tighter. See, even when I got hurt, he still feared me carrying me like precious cargo, barely daring to speak. I pouted. Damn right it's your fault. The antiseptic burned like hell. In the sterile infirmary, my knees knocked as I hesitated to extend my scraped leg. Ethan suddenly rolled up his sleeve, offering his forearm. Bite me if it hurts. I rolled my eyes. Who said I'm scared? His face fell as he retreated like a scolded puppy when I ignored his arm. But when the alcohol hit my raw flesh, I howled. Ethan, get over here. He remained shadowed in the corner, eyes darkening. My stomach dropped. Was Ryan right about him being unpredictable? Now, give me your hand, I demanded, stamping my foot. The pain sharpened my voice. I need to bite something. Instead of his palm, Ethan ripped open his collar, pressing his neck against my lips. Bite here. My hands got sweaty during basketball. Relief flooded me. Good boy still knew his place. Tears welling. I sank my teeth into his pulse point as he knelt motionless, the obedient beast who'd never dare rebel. The faint scent of mint drifted from his neck. My brain short-circuited momentarily. We'd only jogged during gym class. When had he played basketball? I'd left bite marks all over Ethan's neck. He pouted in our dorm, using his phone's front camera as a mirror to examine the marks, accidentally snapping a photo when he pressed the shutter button. My knees ached as I lay in bed, too lazy to wash my feet before sleep. Sighing, I considered skipping tonight's foot washing. One day wouldn't matter. Ethan paced beneath my bunk like a caged animal, radiating restless energy. Stop circling like that. You're making me dizzy, I snapped, yanking my curtain shut. Undeterred, Ethan tugged it open. Ew. What about me? Are you in a bad mood? Who'd be cheerful after falling? I glared through heavy eyelids. Just whatever, I muttered, closing the curtain again. Scrolling through social media, I found Ethan's new post. What if they stopped kneading? Someone replied, mine never kneaded. Ethan responded, not never, they suddenly stopped. Kneading? Since when did this player bother with cats? Peeking through the curtain slit, I saw genuine worry etched on his face. Then it hit me, my injured legs didn't prevent foot washing when I had Ethan available. I climbed down and ordered Ethan over. While drying my feet, I pressed them against his chest. He seemed oddly pleased, probably laughing at my fall. I kicked him hard, satisfaction curling through me as he gasped painfully. Adam's apple bobbing. Want to see that new movie this weekend? I'll get tickets, he offered while toweling my feet. Voice strained. I continued texting Ryan, who offered, want me to set you up? Sure. When? I replied. This weekend works. Ethan kept talking, and there's that new spicy chicken platter. Got a group deal. Sounds good. Send me the QR codes. I answered absently, typing to Ryan, perfect. I'll take her to the new movie and chicken spot. Looking up, I added, oh, and Ethan? His head snapped up, eyes bright. Yeah. Bring extra napkins. I'm making you pay for the premium seats. The corner of his mouth twitched as he nodded too quickly. Phone already out to upgrade our tickets. Hey, did you remember to get 2 tickets? Ethan blushed, head lowered while still holding my foot. MMHM. I know. So where are we staying tonight? I continued, because I'm bringing a girl with me. What? Ethan suddenly released his grip. My foot dropped back into the basin with a splash, sending wash water spraying across my face. Are you insane? My foot was just dried. I yelled. Ethan stood abruptly, fists clenched. The overhead light cast his hulking shadow over me like a thundercloud. Say that again. Were you going with? His towering stance might have intimidated others, but I knew his timid nature. Rising from the water basin, I shouted back, with a gorgeous girl. What? Jealous? You offered these tickets yourself. Something felt off about Ethan tonight. His voice dropped dangerously low. I volunteered to get tickets for us. Just us. I stared incredulously. Did you hit your head? Since when do you give orders? Instead of backing down, he advanced with stormy eyes. You're only going with me. Seems like someone's forgotten their place. Before I could retort about Ryan's warning that Ethan was an untamable beast, his hand seized my waist and pinned me against the bedpost. The kiss came hard and sudden, tasting faintly of foot basin water. No. His lips growled against mine. My brain short-circuited. Why was he kissing me? And didn't he notice the foot water residue? Slumping onto the mattress, I watched dumbfounded as Ethan, now calmly washing my socks, moved about the bathroom. His broad shoulders still carried that familiar subservient curve, yet the man who just dominated me into promising fine, I won't go with her, now hung my undergarments to dry with methodical care. Not good enough. He'd insisted between bruising kisses, forcing the pledge through my swollen lips. You're coming with me. Collapsing back onto the sheets, I touched my throbbing mouth. Since when did the timid house cat turn predator? Was this about his cat refusing to need blankets? Or had the Miller family heir finally snapped? Ethan had been mentioning that girl a lot lately. It must have been payback for that time I stopped her from getting his number in the cafeteria, ruining his chance to add another catch to his collection. Now he was trying to sabotage my date out of spite. I pulled out my phone to text Ryan. Hey, something came up. Can't make it this weekend. Are you kidding me? I just set this up. You're ditching now? What's your deal? Liam? Just apologize for me. Legit can't go. Ryan's always been perceptive. Knowing me too well, he immediately sensed something off. You okay, Liam? What's going on? Pride kept me from spilling the truth. Fine. Just busy. No way I'd admit getting kissed breathless by another guy. My legs still felt like jelly, and these damn pants kept riding up. Pathetic. I slammed my phone shut, adjusted my jeans, and remembered Ryan's warning. He wasn't wrong. Even docile creatures snap eventually. That tiger at the zoo everyone thinks is tame? One day it'll chomp off some tourist's head during photo ops. Everyone has breaking points. Even Ethan. The guy kisses like he's trying to win some oxygen deprivation contest. Terrifying. Maybe I should lay off provoking him. Could actually die from his suffocating makeout sessions. My lungs definitely can't keep up with his track star stamina. Hobbling to the bathroom balcony, I tried grabbing the freshly washed socks from Ethan's hands. I'll hang those. Instead, he dumped the laundry and scooped me up, dumping me onto his narrow dorm bed like usual. Stay put. I'll join you soon. Not feeling like crowding him tonight, I started sliding off the mattress. This twin bed's ridiculous for two people. Ethan's eyes darkened. When I paused mid-retreat, sudden excitement flickered in his gaze. Want to get a hotel room? My throat tightened. What kind of things require a hotel? Was he planning revenge sex? Or maybe kissing me unconscious to bury my body? Ethan studied my hesitation. Changed your mind? I shook my head rapidly. Not ready to die tonight. Then stay put. Remembering how he'd reduced me to a panting mess earlier, I reluctantly settled back. Surprisingly, Ethan gave me ample space that night. Next morning, everything felt normal. No resistance, no retaliation. On the weekend, Ethan took me to the movies as promised. Clutching his arm while trembling, I protested. Didn't you say it was a comedy? Why's this a horror film? Ethan scratched his head earnestly. Sorry, I bought the wrong tickets. I forced myself to sit through the entire movie, leaving his arm covered in bruises from my death grip. He didn't dare complain, confirming my suspicion. This was still the same Ethan who feared me. That previous outburst had just been temporary rebellion after prolonged oppression. During our post-movie spicy chicken platter dinner, I routinely picked the unappetizing chicken skin onto Ethan's plate. He accepted it without protest. When I dumped cilantro into his bowl, his eyes grew suspiciously shiny. My bullying streak continued until a girl approached asking for my contact. Just as I excitedly reached for my phone's QR code, Ethan blocked my screen. No. He flatly rejected her, cutting off yet another potential romance for me. This revealed his pattern. Ethan would endure any humiliation unless it involved other women. His fragile ego simply couldn't stand other guys outshining him in the charm department. Seriously, wasn't his massive harem enough already? Walking back to campus, we stumbled upon Riverside fireworks. As crowds gathered around the traditional Iron Flame performance, I stood on tiptoes trying to see. Ethan offered, "I'll lift you." Since no girls were involved, I happily rode his shoulders for perfect visibility. Mid-cheering, I spotted a familiar figure in the crowd and hastily slid down his back. "Why stop?" Ethan set me down gently. I saw Professor Carter. My face burned. Ethan remained calm, slowly intertwining his fingers with mine. "So what? We're in college. If they see us, we'll just admit it." Admit what? That I'd been bullying him? Or that I'd treated him like a human stepladder? Easy for him to say when I'd be the one getting lectured. In the following weeks, my reign of terror resumed. I stole half-eaten sandwiches from his lunch, licked every drop of milk from his thermos, and thawed my icy feet against his warm stomach during naps. Actually helps cool me down, he claimed during the last offense. Pathetic excuse, we both knew he just couldn't stand up to me. I didn't argue with him further. Ethan was terrified of me, he'd still wash my feet even when I kicked his chest. As long as girls weren't involved, there was no risk of getting my mouth kissed off. So I went drinking with the guys. Got wasted. When Ethan found me, my butt felt chilly through my jeans. "Why didn't you tell me you were going out?" "Why should I? You're supposed to check in with me." "Since when?" "Who were you with?" "Ryan." "But why the hell would I tell him?" My cheeks flushed. "None of your business." Ethan grabbed my wrist. I glared. "Back off or I'll kick you." As I raised my foot, he caught my ankle. "Let go." I struggled uselessly until the bell saved me. During study hall, the teacher played an anti-bullying documentary. The hangover pills Ethan shoved at me finally cleared my foggy head. The film's graphic scenes made me sneak glances at Ethan in the back row, red-eyed, looking like a kicked puppy. Shit. Had I gone too far? The documentary probably reminded him of everything I'd done. When the guidance counselor finished their anti-bullying speech, guilt gnawed at me. I'd clearly traumatized Ethan. At break, I cornered him. "I'm sorry. I shouldn't have treated you like that. You can hate me all you want, but please forgive me?" I bit my lip, staring at my shoes. Ethan's eyes were bloodshot. "Just stop." I did. From that day, I kept my distance. No more foot washing demands. No more ambushing him after class. But now Ethan's mad at me. Worse. His social media feeds flooded with panicked posts about his cat frowny face not kneading anymore. How to fix sudden kneading refusal. Emergency kneading recovery tips needed. I hover near his locker, testing the waters. "Hey, about mittens, Ethan? Are you still mad at me?" He stared at me with a tortured expression. I lowered my head. "Ethan, I get it. I know I messed up. It's normal you won't forgive me easily, but I'll work hard to earn your forgiveness." When the night study session bell rang, I rushed to the podium. Time to own my mistakes like a real man. If I did wrong before, I'll fix it now. "Ethan." My voice trembled. The entire class looked up. "I formally apologize for bullying you. I'll reflect seriously, keep my distance from now on, and never approach you again." The moment I finished speaking, Ethan climbed onto the platform and hugged me. "Why stay away?" "Why?" Tears streamed down his face. "Why? Why won't you let me wash your cute little socks today? I already warmed up the bed for you. Aren't we cuddling tonight? Why aren't you putting your sweet feet on my chest anymore? No more kneading?" "What wife? Whose wife? Kneading what?" The class gasped. My brain short-circuited. "Who's your wife?" Ethan clung to me, sobbing. "Wife. Wife, I was wrong. I shouldn't have yelled when you went drinking. Don't be mad anymore. Okay. You haven't shared my blanket lately, sniffles?" The classroom erupted in shock. "They've been sharing a blanket?" Ethan raised our clasped hands dramatically. "Liam and I have been together for ages. We hope everyone respects same-sex relationships. Who's with you?" I jumped back like scalded. "Let go." He kissed me full on the mouth. "Don't say such hurtful things when you're angry." "Wife, this is all my fault." Several girls in the shell-shocked crowd suddenly squealed. "Liam, forgive your husband already. Don't break up over drinking jealousy. We totally support guy couples. No need to hide it. This is so cute." Angry wife gets publicly pampered. I'm literally sprouting roots and transforming into a man from this sweetness. "Liam, stop lying to your man. Just admit you're together." Holy hell. Since when are we together? 10 mouths couldn't clear this up. The The class erupted in cheers as Ethan carried me out bridal style. Why'd you spout that nonsense? It's true. Aren't we dating? Dating? I was bullying you. Was. Ethan pouted, pulling out receipts. We kissed, watched movies, glued together 24/7, shared beds, even watched that romantic iron-smelting documentary. I couldn't refute him for a moment. Is this what dating looks like? Am I dating Ethan? You didn't mention I also kicked you? Ethan blinked. Kneading? What kneading? My face flushed crimson. You didn't mention I also hit you? Ethan blinked. You mean our flirting? Who's flirting with you? Two guys can't flirt. Ethan reached to hug me. Babe, I pushed Ethan away and ran. Stay away from me. Being called babe as a grown man was mortifying. Besides, I don't even like guys. Though I stopped acknowledging Ethan, he kept trailing behind me. Babe, drink your milk. I shoved away the water cup he offered. I won't drink. And I'm not your babe. Ethan bit his lip, looking crestfallen. Even if you're not my babe, you should drink. You've lost weight. Because you pissed me off. You kissed me in front of everyone. You. Ethan hung his head low. I'm sorry, babe. He timidly tugged my sleeve. The bed's warm. Want to cuddle tonight? Cuddle? I was obviously crowding you before. Are you blind? Was he a complete idiot? His denseness almost made me laugh. Ethan scratched his head, grinning goofily. I don't mind being crowded by my babe. He knelt to roll up my pant legs with intense concentration. Babe should wash feet first. My collar's super absorbent today, it'll dry them better. When I yanked my foot back, I accidentally kicked over the basin. Foot wash water splashed everywhere as I heaved with anger. I told you I'm not your babe. Ethan didn't get mad. He grabbed a mop, diligently cleaning the puddle. Don't be angry. How about I call you baby instead? No. Ethan stayed endlessly patient, knowing I wouldn't openly accept his gestures. He secretly washed my socks, smuggled me snacks, left warm milk on my desk, and even compiled study notes before exams. Now he's back, asking if I want to get dinner after school. No. This was the 8th time I'd rejected him. I was starting to feel bad about turning him down so many times. It's just dinner. Sharing a meal doesn't make me his wife. Maybe I should give him one chance. After class, I dragged my feet toward Ethan's seat like a reluctant snail. Before I even reached him, I saw Ethan surrounded by a giggling flock of girls. He was all smiles in their pastel-colored swarm. Then it hit me, Ethan was a certified player. Our eyes met across the classroom. I clenched my fists and spun on my heel. Ethan pushed through the crowd of admirers. Sweetheart, are you sure you don't want to grab lunch? The pet name made my skin prickle. I said no already. Just checking in case you changed your mind. Why would I change my mind? I power walked down the hallway, irritation bubbling in my chest. The rumors proved true. Ethan's harem kept growing. Girls materialized everywhere he went. He never rejected anyone, never made the first move, never committed. Even when walking behind me across campus, some girl would call out. He'd respond with that trademark charming grin. I finally snapped. Whirling around, I yelled at his smiling face. Ethan, stop following me. His puppy dog eyes widened. You're mad at me, aren't you? I jabbed a finger at the retreating figure of some random girl. Go follow her instead. He blinked. Why would I? My jaw ached from clenching. Fine. Go find the girl with the butterfly hair clip from this morning. Or the doe-eyed one outside the dorms yesterday. How about the one with the beauty mark and mile-long legs from Tuesday? Or your entire fan club from Monday? My vision blurred unexpectedly. You've got plenty of options. Leave me alone. I turned away as hot tears escaped. Strong arms wrapped around me. My face smushed against his solid chest. Realization dawned on him. Are you jealous? I wiped my nose on his shirt. Don't flatter yourself. With your fan base, I'd need to take a number to get jealous. Ethan pulled out his phone, scrolling through messages. These aren't admirers. After I posted about us, most became shippers giving me relationship advice. Some are fanfic writers. People say you're a player. Total lie. My phone's clean. I'm clean. I pretended not to look while peeking at his screen, mumbling half-hearted protests. None of my business, I muttered, leaning into Ethan's embrace. Honestly, having someone hold me felt surprisingly cozy in this chilly weather. Ethan tightened his arms as I pressed closer. Can I call you babe now? My phone buzzed with a text from Ryan before I could respond. Reading it, I shoved Ethan away violently. No, absolutely not. I disappeared for weeks, ignoring Ethan's calls, ghosting Ryan's messages. They had no way to track me down. When Ethan finally spotted me leaving another campus, his relief was palpable. Truth hit me hard when I'd first felt that ugly twist in my stomach seeing girls flirt with Ethan. I'd fallen for him. But how could trash like me deserve Ethan? This golden retriever of a man even mistook my bullying as affection. Ryan's text snapped me back to reality. Haven't heard you brag about tormenting your roommate lately. My abuse had been pathetic, half-hearted kicks Ethan probably considered playful. Yet the intent mattered. I'd believed those stupid rumors about him being a player. The real Ethan was decent through and through. Head bowed. I swept floors as a volunteer when a teacher tapped my shoulder. Great work today. We'll call you for the next anti-bullying campaign. Ethan waited at the gates, crushing me in a hug before I could escape. Where have you been? I've been worried sick. Babe. His eyes caught my volunteer vest. Anti-bullying seminar volunteer? You've been doing this? Heat flooded my face. Don't you get it? I screamed. When you thought I was being affectionate, I was actually trying to hurt you. Why aren't you angry? Why are you so damn nice? I don't deserve. Ethan silenced me with a kiss. Babe, you never actually hurt me. Sharing my bed. Clinging to me, who besides you would call that bullying? But I believed those lies about you being a player. His thumb brushed my tears. I'd let you bully me forever if it means keeping you close. The dork actually nuzzled my neck right there on the sidewalk. My feisty little bully. Aren't you embarrassed to be with someone like this? Ethan patted my head. But you owned up to your mistakes. Apologized. And even volunteered to spread awareness to more people. Being with you isn't embarrassing at all. Babe, I'm actually really proud of you. That night, I lay sprawled across the hotel bed, rubbing my sore back. A student from today's event called me. Senior, your speech really moved me. But there's one thing I didn't understand. You said bullying others could lead to serious consequences. What exactly did you mean? Consequences? Well, the consequences are, Ethan, not so rough. I hung up, trembling fingers typing out a reply, mental and physical torment. Ethan's POV. The day I moved into the new dorm, Liam immediately caught my eye. Holy shit. He was adorable, those chestnut curls, crisp white button-down, barely 5'7". From that moment, I couldn't stop stealing glances at him. At his slender waist, his hips, those legs. His feet looked soft and pampered too. Christ. Absolute perfection. Next thing I knew, this walking fantasy was telling me to get over there. I swallowed my drool and scrambled to obey. He actually wanted me to touch his feet. Such an intimate area. He must be into me. Holy hell. The little thing even needed blankets like a cat. He slept in my bed. Used my arm as a pillow. What else could this mean besides him wanting me? My arm went completely numb. But I didn't dare move all night. Not wanting to disturb him. Liam's skin was so delicate it turned pink from my coarse bedsheets. Needed to get silk linens for my princess tomorrow. Basic boyfriend duty. Since we were basically sleeping together already. First relationship, so nervous I couldn't even make eye contact. He'd bump his ass against mine while brushing teeth. Share my towel after showers. Whisper dirty jokes during bathroom breaks. Found out I liked cilantro and gave me all his portion. Along with the fatty pork bites he usually hoarded. But the real kicker? The actual blanket kneading. Is this what dating feels like? So damn good. He even got jealous for me. My heart ached when he fell. But I tricked him into leaving hickeys on my neck. Let everyone see I'm taken. What if he stops kneading? He needed. But my wife, Lily, wanted to go watch a movie with some pretty girl. I got mad. Why wouldn't she go with her own husband? I kissed her. Naughty girl. My playful wife always gets docile after kisses. I picked a horror film, watching her tremble and burrow into my arms. She clung to my arm desperately. We did all the cutesy couple things: movie, dinner, fireworks. Our first official date felt magical. If the RA asks, I'll say I pursued her first. My prideful sweetheart would never admit she crawled into my bed initially. Then she went drinking with Ryan. I nearly lost it. How could she go clubbing with some dude without telling me? And get wasted? I confronted her angrily. During that damn anti-bullying documentary, all I tasted was bitter jealousy. She stopped kneading my shirts like she used to. Now she's giving me the cold shoulder. But I don't get why she keeps saying she bullied me. Thought the movie messed with her head. So I scooped her up. Bed's warm. Princess, come cuddle tonight? She snapped that she's not my wife. Must have pissed her off real good if she's denying our relationship after all this time. Now she refuses to acknowledge we're married every single day. Where's my sweetheart? Poof. Gone. Turns out she genuinely believed she'd been bullying me. Mind-blowing. She claims she's reformed. Even joined some anti-bullying campaign. Never felt bullied myself. But volunteering seems healthy. Good causes need advocates. So I signed up too. That's when she brought Ryan along, the bastard she went drinking with. Now she's home. Smells like vanilla and trouble. So damn delicate, I only used a third of my strength and she sobbed into pillows all night. But she's kneading my shirt again. Adorable.